Hey, Grand Rising. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I know it's been a few days, but I've been quite busy with the move and, getting things planned out and getting things adjusted. So I've missed you. Hello, how are you? I hope everybody's having a pleasant, peaceful day today. My voice is a little rough today. But we're in recovery mode right now. I've been doing a lot more talking than normal. I haven't been sleeping on a normal schedule. So hopefully today we will be able to get things back on a routine. That being said, I'm here with the daily devotion from Sarah Young's Jesus Calling for September 5th, 2024. I am your best friend, as well as your king. Walk hand in hand with me through your life. Together, we will face whatever each day brings: pleasures, hardships, adventures, or disappointments. Nothing is wasted when it is shared with me. I can bring beauty out of ashes of lost dreams. I can glean joy out of sorrow, peace out of adversity. Only a friend who is also the King of Kings could accomplish this divine alchemy. There is no other like me. The friendship I offer is practical and down to earth, yet it is saturated with heavenly glory. Living in my presence means living in two realms simultaneously: the visible world and the unseen eternal reality. I have equipped you to stay conscious of me while walking along this dusty, earthbound path. Wow, that was so powerful. She references John 15:13 through 15. Isaiah 61, verse 3, and 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 10. I don't even think there's anything I can add to that. That is so powerful. It's so true. Whether we realize it or not, we are living in two worlds. We have the spiritual world and the 3D earth world. And, thankfully, I'm not stuck in that box anymore. And I have been able to see, experience, and somewhat understand what this journey is really about. It's always been in my soul. And it's always kind of resonated with the type of person that I naturally am. But because of the influences, opinions, and actions of the people throughout my entire life, it stopped me from being able to see the vastness of it. The fact that life has layers. And we have to peel those layers back a little bit at a time. And every time we do that, we discover new things about ourselves, about our environment, about our world, about our destiny, about our potential, about so many things. So the evolutionary process never stops. If you are pushing forward, if you're growing, if you're learning, if you're sharing, if you're caring, everything that we do brings things in and out. And we definitely don't have control over that per se, but we definitely influence that. The way we think, the way we feel, the words that we say, the actions that we take or don't take. And it took me a long time to see that the things that I was striving for, the things that I was trying to achieve, and I kept just bashing myself and being my own worst critic because I wasn't getting there. The things that I was searching for didn't have any meaning. It wasn't until 2020 that I really started to see that all the things that people had constantly put me down for, judged me for, criticized me for, were the things that I should have been working with. But because of the way all that made me feel, it destroyed my self-esteem. It destroyed my self-worth. It destroyed my energy, my desire for life. When I started embracing all the things that people were constantly trying to shame me for, my outside circumstances may not look better, but I promise you, my inside condition is way better. There was a time in my life where I could have never thought in a million years that I would do some of the things or accomplish some of the things that I've accomplished. And it came so easy because it was right. If you keep trying to accomplish something and it's just not happening, even though you feel like it's a good thing and you're putting a lot of time and energy and effort into it, then maybe it's not necessarily the fact that it's a bad thing. Maybe it's just not what you are intended to be doing. I'm still kind of lost in that area a little bit, but for me personally, I don't think I'm supposed to do just one thing. I'm a floater. I go where I'm needed. I do what's needed of me to do because I'm so capable of doing so many different things that I'm not meant to be stuck in one place. It's been that way my whole life. But people constantly bashed me and said, oh, you need to do it this way, or, you're supposed to have a career, or, you're supposed to have a home that doesn't move. Well, why? And who are you to say what I am not or am supposed to do? That's where my stubbornness comes in handy. But sometimes it can turn kind of karmic because I'll be like, by God, you tell me I can't do something, I'll go do it just because you told me I can't do it. And so, sometimes that's not always the right way to do it. Not saying that you can't do those things, but do them for the right reasons, right? Because sometimes that person is there as a messenger. They're not trying to, stop you. They are, but it's not really them. It's God working through them, trying to be like, hey, you're going the wrong way. And sometimes we just don't see those signs because we're so, like, we've got beeline goggles on to where we've set our mind on a track and on a destination, and we're so blocked off that that's all we see. And in reality, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey, because the destination is always the same. We're all going to go back home to our original place of existence that is nothing like this. I can't believe we actually choose this. Like, it took me a long time to grasp that part of it. Like, no way that I actually chose this shit. But when you start to heal and truly understand the spiritual aspect of this eternity, it changes your perspective. I used to be, when I was suicidal and depressed and hating my life and hating my family, I used to be so afraid of dying. Like, I'm not ready yet. I don't want to go. There's too much for me to do. There's too much for me to see. I haven't experienced enough. Which, don't get me wrong, I still feel that way. I don't want to leave. So I'm no longer trying to kill myself, but I actually want to be here. I don't hate my life to the point to where I just feel useless and a burden and, you know, dead inside. He brought my dry bones back to life. Because I was, even if my physical body wasn't dying, my soul was dying. And don't get me wrong, I still have moments where, you know, I feel that pain come back up, like right now, because I'm talking about it. Learning how to live through the pain doesn't mean you didn't experience that pain. And doesn't mean that that pain didn't exist, that it didn't happen. But it no longer rules your life anymore. You can feel those feelings, understand the situation, and learn to live and push through it. And that pain eventually turns into purpose. Whether it helps you make decisions, whether it allows you to help other people, or whether it in some way, shape, or form just changes your world. I'm not really sure how I got all the way on that topic. It just happens. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. As always, be grateful for what you have. The big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill that need, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact that it can have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.